What's the one piece of career advice you wish someone had given you when you were starting out?
So for this one, I have thought a little bit about it, and it's the advice I give to the junior engineers which we are working with. And I tell them to go little bit to learn each and every day, every day, and go a little bit deeper into everything. Don't work superficially. So go a little bit, open that hood and see under it what's going on. So learn every day. Do not write a piece of code which you do not understand. So that's what I'm still a programmer at heart. So I'll give examples of programming examples. So that's what I tell my junior engineers, and that's what I would like to have that advice when I was younger. And I think I did follow that. And I also would say one more thing. I would say to learn a language, learn a difficult language like a C, something like that, which is very difficult, and you can learn it as just an academic process, but it gives you a really good platform to build on. And when you work with other programming languages, you feel that it's a little more easier, you understand. And that goes to the same thing I said before, that go deep. So you understand what's going on beneath it, even though the language gives you a lot of capabilities just out of box. You don't have to do much, don't have to think much. But learning a language like C gives you that brain is triggered, and you understand, okay, even though I wrote this code, I did not have to do much. That's how it works. So that would be my top advice to junior engineers. Learn as much as you can, go deep as you can with a good productivity. Like, you do not want to go too deep into things which you may not need. And also learn at everything, like everything you do, learn what was the effect and why did I do that.
Can you share a pivotal moment in your career journey that made a significant impact?
Yes. So I have a very personal story, but this applies to people who want to change their career or their job. I would say that the job description changes or their job become redundant with the world changing. So it was when I moved to Australia. I was a computer engineer, and I used to work on a very, very specific computer engineering work. By that, I mean I started my job with device drivers, with hardware, with Texas Instruments, with the hardware device drivers and those sort of things, with timers and clocks and machine clocks and things like those, and also some data warehouse work. But when I moved to Australia, I realized that there's not much industry for that in Australia. And what I found out is there's a lot of web development work which goes on in Australia. So that's where I decided, okay, I have to get into web development if I have to stay in Australia. Mm-hmm. So that's where, but the point is, it could be, you can apply to any scenario where you have to be a little bit nimble and on your feet and think about, okay, I may have to switch direction. I'm not married to the technology, and also I would think if you are comfortable and confident at your current job, this switch gets a little easier. So that doesn't mean that your current job, don't learn after your current job, have good confidence in your work which you do. That high confidence transfers in different fields. So that would be my advice, or that's the pivotal moment for me when I switched to web development work. Telstra was the one which gave me a lifeline. I got a contract job. I learned a lot. In my second job, I became a senior engineer pretty fast.
Wow.
And excel in that job. My third company didn't work out that well, but the fourth one is Nexl now. I do well. I'm doing well, and I'm leading 4 or 5 people now.
Wow.
So yeah. So it's important to be on your feet and be nimble.
Nimble. Awesome. Yeah. Don't be afraid to change it up, essentially.
Yes. Don't get bogged down by technologies,
How do you approach challenges and setbacks in your professional life, and what's your go-to strategy for overcoming them?
Yes. So I have very corny answers for these. You have to, but it worked, and I have also faced challenges. So it happens. So my first job was in a startup, and the day I got in there, the startup has run out of money.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So the thing you have to ask yourself is, what is in my hand, what is not in my hand, and if things are not in your hand, you have to laugh about it. I think you have to laugh because I remember laughing about it with my friends the same night.
Yeah.
But if things are your hand, you have to learn from it and think about, what did I do wrong? What can I avoid doing? What can I do more?
Brilliant.
So that would be my
That's awesome
top
advice
to overcome challenge. Think what's in your hand, what is not in your hand.